Langkawi wildlife. We are sitting by a stream that comes from Kalugala Reserve, and this stream is very important because above it is a beauty spot with a waterfall, and at that waterfall, water is diverted from the water coming down from the forest to supply the villagers, and so a portion of the water is diverted for human consumption and the remainder is coming down the stream, although it still floods when it rains. And fantastic to have such a beautiful and clean river at this place, Polgampala, at Polwatta Park. And this is a short live broadcast, and it's morning 10:10, and the temperature is about 26 degrees, probably 25 or 26. And this is an opportunity to at least to show some fish that we missed on a previous live broadcast from the same place. This is a sort of valedictory broadcast as we are leaving this place today. So let's look out for some fish. And there's not much sun. The sky is slightly overcast, but it's a rainforest habitat. And Kalugala Nature Reserve nearby, it's extremely important to preserve the forest because that's what soaks up all that rain and turns it into pure streams like this that serve both man and beast. So here we are, and let's see if we can see some fish. So that's a black, well actually I think that's a juvenile Dawkinsia. It looks a bit stripy. Juvenile Dawkinsia look a bit stripy. The water is just deep enough to swim in certain parts. It's quite a famous and popular bathing place as well for some people in the local area. Now there's a fish that looks like a rasbora. So on the other side of that bridge is a tiny tea estate, and beyond that is Kalugala Forest Reserve. We're at about 100 meters above sea level. This landscape represents kind of lowland rainforest, similar to most of Singharaja. Among the largest fish that we see here, although not so easily with this kind of camera, are sackermouth fish, Gara silonensis. There's one there that looks like, no, maybe a leaf. Just a minute. Quite a few rasbora swimming around. That's a rasbora, I think. That looks like a rasbora. And that's a pond skater, quite a large one. There. Now there is a gara in the distance. Always threatening to rain here, and it's kind of dribbling a little bit of rain now. And every time it rains, the river swells. Brian! I'm trying to see if we can get some more fish by getting some food thrown in here. So we're going to get some bait, see what happens. There's your rasbora once again. Possibly rasbora dandia. There they are. Oh, and quite a few fish here now. Mostly rasbora and Dawkinsia right now. Right, I put in some food now. There's a fish van coming to sell some fish. Okay, we've got a performance here. So we can see juvenile Dawkinsia, quite a few rasboras. The black spot barb, rasboras. And also some black rubies. The one with 3 stripes is a black ruby. Now there is a sucker mouth, that large one. A hanging parrot flying above us. As sucker mouth, Garasilonensis, the one with the big stripe. The large fish with the big stripe. Downstream, upstream. Kalugala Nature Reserve welcomes you to those who may wish to come. Details can be provided about where you could stay. Tiny bit of sun coming in. Some of them are black rubies. There's your black ruby in the middle. Some of these species used to be kept in aquariums. Oh, that one is a Belontia signata, the one with the red tail that looks a bit cautious and curves its body. Belontia and black rubies are endemic here. There's a young Dawkins here at the center. Getting a bit sunny around here. Quite hot out there. It's essential to have these forests and water to bring some coolness and water, without which most of these villagers know that they wouldn't have a livelihood. There's a large Dawkins here. Unfortunately, becoming more difficult to find clean, fresh rivers to film footage like this. There's quite a lot of plastic pollution these days. black ruby, young Dawkinsia, and also rasbora. And there's your Belontia comb tail, although you might not recognize it quite so easily from this screen. Mostly the Dawkinsia that are visible from above. Below the water it could be a different story, because sometimes many fish are not actually clearly visible unless you go under. So that large one is a Dawkinsia, I think. Now that's a Gara. We've got quite a few black rubies now. Squirrel calling locally. Those fat ones are Gara. So farewell on this instance from Kalugala Reserve. We hope to be back here, and it's only possible to do live broadcasts when a signal is available as here, and the host of this local place will be more than happy to welcome those few strangers that dare to make it to a place like this. Goodbye for now.